Hello, Mel. Hello, hello. Congratulations, Mel John.
Thank
Best-selling author.
you.
Has that sunk in?
Not quite.
I am so absolutely proud of you. And there's little Gucci. Hello, little Gucci. How are you? Oh, fantastic. Well, what do we have here? Guys, I'm so thrilled. Today, we're both holding our proof copy of the paperback, which is due to be out anytime soon. Watch this space of Mel's best selling number one Amazon hot new release. You ain't going crazy, darling. Yes, I am the proud publisher of this fantastic book. And Mel, tell us what inspired you to write this book?
Where do I start? um, few few reasons. I made had a few relationships that went a bit. They were toxic. Started
Yes,
working on myself because I thought, well, I'm doing something wrong. I'm attracting this craziness. Got myself in a really, really good place a few years back, and I'd even moved abroad. Really took some time out, and then I realized I was in a relationship, and it was just absolutely crazy. And I ended up buying a house with this person, and the things were just, it was not right. Something wasn't right.
yes, I
So
know. I know, and when I met you, Mela, you had this mission, and I'll read from your dedication in your book. You said it is dedicated to all the survivors of narcissistic abuse, those who are still trying to escape narcissistic abuse, and those who are not quite sure if they need to run for the hills. And that made me laugh because tell us when you were going through it, how you felt.
but I never intended to write a book because I'd never felt so low in all my entire life. It was horrendous.
Yes.
Put me to bed. I was losing work. I was losing, and I've always been a grafter. I've always worked and everything. But I never intended to write a book. I wrote down all the crazy things that were happening
You journaled.
from my journal, which I did keep, which
Yes.
I think really helped me for me to see, to explain it to my family and friends what I'd just been through. Because it doesn't sound right when you say it out loud. And when the family and my kids, first of all, read it, and they're like, "Ma'am, you've got to publish this book. You've got to help people to see that this goes on behind closed doors and it's not normal behavior." But
Yes. I'm
with
having problems hearing you a little bit. Speak up a little bit louder, Mel. Yes, come a little bit more. Yes. To the yeah, feel free to adjust the mic. Yeah, because you said your children, they were the ones encouraging you. Yes?
yeah, they'd seen some things that weren't right, but they once they read all the craziness, but you feel you blame yourself because a narcissist will actually make you blame yourself. And until I went searching for answers, and I realized they've all got the same patterns. And I set up a help page on Instagram to help myself, first of all, to find out more of what had just happened to me.
Yes.
Because I never felt that low, and it's happening all the time. So unless people talk about it and realize there are people out there, and they will intentionally target, especially people with empathy, because a narcissist has zero empathy at all. There's nothing. They will target you for financial purposes, for sexual purposes, all different purposes. So
Yes.
yeah, it
Yes.
hasn't. It's been a bit of a rough road, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I just want to help others to spot the signs early and know you're not going crazy. There's people out there who intentionally do crazy manipulative stuff, which is quite nasty and horrible.
Yes. So when you did your research, you found out things about certain narcissistic patterns, which is what you decided to actually, raise awareness of. And there's love bombing.
Yes.
There is, there what you
Yes.
call the red flags, hoovering. Yes, tell us about just list them quickly for us, Mel.
Um, I when I when I started learning more and more about it, I recognized there's a lot of people out there who've been in horrendous relationships and couldn't describe it, um, and they are traumatized. It leaves you with like it's called trauma bonding. Um,
Yes,
you don't realize what is going on. It takes over your thought process. It literally put me to bed, and I've never been that kind of person. It gave me anxiety, which I've never had in my life. I was getting panic attacks. Um, I it was the lowest point in my entire life. So I thought, when I discovered the patterns of a narcissist, they all have the same pattern. They do
yes.
they do. I can't think of all these words now while I'm on.
The hoovering.
Hoovering, that's yes.
I
Just
remember the ghosting.
ghosting, yes. They'll do that. They'll just vanish. Everything will be perfectly fine, and then they everything you think everything is perfect, and then all of a sudden, bang, they ghost you, gone, and then expect to come back and as if everything's fine and make all the crazy excuses under the sun. But it's the push and the pull.
Yes,
That it's not normal behavior. Nobody should have to go through it. And
yes,
just to make it aware that this goes on, but they targeting for like a narcissistic supply for whatever they can get from you. And they will
yes,
drain everything from you, whether it's your energy, your financial, anything, your home, car. They want what you've got, and they will go full out to try and destroy you. Um,
yeah.
so when I put the book together and family did read it, and it's all come about from there. And the Instagram
Yes.
page started growing really fast. It's nearly up to 3,500 followers now.
Yes, on Instagram, you have a group now, don't you, on Instagram? And
Yeah,
when you started to, just before you started the book, you were just shocked. It's just a few months because we actually started this book project in the latter part of February.
yeah,
And during that time, so many people were resonating with what you were saying. And your group, uh, your following has gone up to over 3,000. And I know that there are people right now who are interested in interviewing you, doing radio interviews. I know you want to also launch a charity, but you'd love to find one to support. But you're so, what I love about what you wrote in your book is that you want to give 20% of your net royalties to a charity supporting people who are suffering from narcissistic abuse. But if there isn't one, you're going to launch one. And I thought that's my kind of lady, because it is about fixing the problem. And if the solution is not there, being that solution. So I really applaud you, Mel. As you said, you never set out to write a book. You don't set out to be famous. You don't set out to even try to hurt or malign anyone. It's
no,
about empowerment. And that's what I absolutely love about you and about this book. And guys, I'd love you to support it. The paperback is going to be coming out shortly. But a little bit, Mel, about your story, your background, your family, because there I can see those balloons behind there. Tell us a story about that, and just tell us about your family and how they, supported you through this traumatic experience.
they've all been amazing. They all could see the red flags, and well, not to start with, they all were taken in by it. But
Yes.
that's by the by. When this happened yesterday, like the balloons from the background, they're from my mum, and she'd got me a present as soon as I came home from work to pick up little Gucci because she looks after her when I'm at work. My little bracelets and been spoilt rotten, but they've been my rock. My kids, Lexi and Rob,
Absolutely. It's
absolutely
fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to have to stop now because I want us to go over all the platforms, and we've gone over 10 minutes.
Wow.
We were so enjoying it so much. But ladies and gentlemen, we watch this on replay. Please support Mel and what she's doing. It's all about exposing narcissistic patterns. Mel, last words?
Just want to help people to heal and know that you can. You can. There is, do your homework on it and you will heal. And I want to help you on a healing journey if I can.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Mel.
Thank you
Thank
for all
you
the
very much.
support.
Thank
Yeah.
you, all of you who will be watching on replay. Thank you.